Hey, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? Street Trading here with today's trade lesson for everybody. Looking at a 15-minute chart of EXPI World Holdings Incorporated real estate sector. Let's get right into it. So clearly, on a technical standpoint, you can see these guys have been bleeding, and it hasn't just been bleeding for a couple of sessions. It's been bleeding for weeks, guys. Right? So they obviously had that nice run up, pretty much from the second half of last year, and it peaked out at the middle of last month. And since then, they brought it pretty close. The boys brought it pretty close to that 100. Then they just been literally falling off a cliff, down almost 60 points from its highs in February. So, long story short, you're seeing what's unfolding in the market. You're seeing what's unfolding when you're seeing the backside is in, right? When the boys have got what they needed, then they're flushing it, right? So when you start to see this significant flush through pretty significant long-term moving averages on the daily or the weekly, this last ditch effort kind of push up to the upside, is more of a positioning than anything else. So when you see this move that's crushing through long-term moving averages, just wait for it to fucking get stuffed out, and you're going to have another fade to the downside. There's a very high probability it's going to test this low from the beginning of March, probably within the next couple of sessions. So we saw this going into yesterday's session. We had this on our watch. So let's talk details. Obviously, this was one of those situations where the session before you had that play, right? You had that play up to the upside, and then it's more of just a positioning. You got to understand this is what the guys do. They set themselves up for better averages, have that nice little kind of carrot dangling in front of the horse's mouth, and many of you take it, right? So you just wait for that dust to settle, wait for that bullshit to settle, and once trend prints the following session, then manage your risk, guys. There's no need to get involved at 9:31, 9:32 in the morning, right when the fucking bell happens. Like, slow down, right? You got all day to trade. Let the boys chop it up. Let everybody else get caught up, and then hop in the real move, right? That morning session, that morning print, yeah, okay. There's an argument there, but the stress level is through the roof, guys. All right, it makes no sense. Makes no sense, guys. Build your edge, man. It's ridiculous. Anyway, kind of getting off topic here. Let's get into how we ended up trading this thing, why we traded this thing, where we got involved, how we managed it to the downside, guys. So it was pretty textbook in one of our setups that we teach everybody. Let's get into the levels and how we ended up managing scaling in and scaling out of this thing. All right, guys, let's talk some details here.